It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the final game of this year's badminton tournament. It's April Fool's Day.
Oh, you
April
caught me.
Fool's
I
Day.
thought I was in the wrong building, Ernie.
Oh, me too.
I was like, what the heck is going on here?
What game is this, is what I was saying. Anyway, it's 2K Sports, and it's the NBA. And we've got the world's biggest joker, Shaquille O'Neal, and one of the most clever ones, Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for Utah, in the 8th spot in the Western Conference, they're right there on the cusp of the postseason. A strong finish would serve them very well. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie, not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie, to
You're
answer your
not
question,
sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
And one of the most humblest.
elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernie. Let's see, point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Shooting guards, I'm going to go with maybe D. Wade or Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
And at the small forward,
That's easy.
I got to go with the greatest of the game, LeBron King James.
Well, since he took the smaller guys, which is unique, I'm going to take the power forwards. Blake Griffin. And you know what?
He's one of the league's most physical players?
Yeah, Blake Griffin. Yeah, he's physical. He just gets thrown around a lot sometimes, but
Well, he's not physical, then. Crazy.
no, but he throws it around too,
Oh,
man.
does not.
He throws it around.
Does not.
Yes, he does. He and Zach Randolph.
D-U-Z-N-O-T.
Yeah, I like
does
Zach.
not.
Yes, he does. And Dwight Howard is physical, and my man Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes, is one of the toughest bigs I've seen around.
And what's Dwight Howard's name? You can say it.
Dwight Howard.
No, say it.
Super Dwight Howard.
Say it with some energy. One
Come on,
time.
give us a Superman.
Superman is in the building.
There he goes.
Oh,
There
now.
he goes.
Now you ticked off the big fella. That's it for now. Talk to you later.
And a view at dusk out over Temple Square in the entertainment district of City Creek here in Utah. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store.
Ready to go?
Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We're inside Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's the home of the Jazz. They're holding down the 8th spot, up by 2 games. We'll see if they can extend that lead with the win here.
This is one of those games, when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And, guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. They've got Bottoms, and it's Silken at the small forward position. Favors with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Marshall from the arc. The shot no good. So Vancouver will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Bottoms, the pass to Caboclo. The 17-footer goes down.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Marshall kicks to Randolph. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play, utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
With the shot, offensive rebound. Good.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Knocked away. In transition, here comes Van.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
Here's Caboclo, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Marshall. Villar with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Caboclo. Utah with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
And Vancouver with the possession here, following the bucket by the Jazz. Lets it fly from 18. That one rolling around and rims out.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. The Jazz shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Here's Caboclo. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. They set the pick. Bottoms the pass to Hines. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
There's the double team with Randolph. Here's Huffman. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
And Marshall kicks to Randolph. At the top of the key, Marshall cans the shot with nobody near him. Marshall's got his second bucket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Caboclo. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Now, here's Marshall. Picked by Randolph. Favors with a wide open look. The shot's good. Marshall making the play.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Caboclo. He's got 6. Here's Villar. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Vancouver.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for him, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And Vancouver with the possession here after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Nicolau, good.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Vancouver making a switch here.
That's his first personal foul into the lineup of the Vancouver team. Chuck Woodbury. Wisniewski.
1:30 left to play in the first quarter. And Booker kicks to Hayward. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
There's the pass to Jawa. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 4. Exum with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Fires the 3, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Nicolau. Passes it to Jawa. Vancouver needs to get off a shot here. Wisniewski. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Hayward. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he sinks the second. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's Vancouver up 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Conley out there with Kendall Marshall. Then there's Favors. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Randolph in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's Hines. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Now, here's Marshall. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Golden State.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Oh, and here we go with Marshall. Nobody back. Cannot hit. So Vancouver will take it the other way.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And in that game, boy, did they shoot it lights out from beyond.
Lights out is a real good way to describe it. Just take a peek at the box score. I mean, their percentage from deep was off the charts.
Here's Marshall after Vancouver got the three-pointer. And it's Conley penetrating. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net. Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Marshall. Here's Caboclo. 6 points for him. There's the pick. Over to the left wing. 4 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. Some solid defense from Randolph. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Marshall after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Burks. Off target with the open look.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Pulls it from the elbow. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now, here's Burks. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Trey Burks checked in for Mike Conley.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the
Now Marshall. 6 points for him. Kicks to Burks. Uncovered. Vancouver pulls it in.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And a missed layup.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Now here's Burke. Favors with the screen. They need this. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. Hayward's checked in.
Out of the floor for your Jazz, Gordon Hayward.
Burke kicks to Hayward. Clock at 6. Shoots, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Dante Exum comes in for Burks. Clock is at 3. And that one's good. Burke.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Now, this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Exum. And it's 6 points for Gordon Hayward.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Here's Caboclo. Burke covering. Hines, defended by Gobert.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
And Vancouver with the possession here after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Caboclo. Here's Hines. Utah with the rebound. Randolph's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for the Jazz. And Vancouver with the possession here. Here's Jawai. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Second free throw, no good.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. Look at Silk, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Gordon Hayward, a little bit ahead of him.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the three isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
They are your classic dual-threat small forwards. Their three-point shooting is phenomenal, but they can still slice a defense open with their ability to get inside and attack that rack.
He got right to the cup using that screen. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
44 seconds left now here in the second. Jawai, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Right wing, Exum with a wide open look. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
And he gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Vancouver lead.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Three-pointer. And again, it's the Jazz from deep. From deep. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Vancouver leads by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Kenny, what do you have? All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Vancouver leading by 10. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. In Vancouver, look at who they've got. They've got Silk, and it's Bottoms in at the 2 guard.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel. Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Here's Caboclo. Here's Bolar, and he jams it with authority.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Burks. Caboclo add another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Vancouver pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Good. And 11 points for Silk.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Now, here's Marshall. 6 points for him. Favors. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Burks' shot is good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Favors. The shot is off, so Vancouver will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Got a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Randolph. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Another miss by Utah.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
To the paint, stolen by Randolph. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Caboclo, covered by Conley. Doubled by Conley. Here's Hines, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. He's got 9.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
And he lobs it up.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Jazz trail by 17. And Marshall kicks to Conley. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Now the dish to Randolph. Conley, the pass to Favors. Over in the corner, Conley. Shot clock at 5 to the middle. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Conley. And it's 8 points here for Kendall Marshall.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And the Jazz call time here.
Rudy Gobert, Trevor Booker, Dante Exum.
Exum, he's open, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Exum's got 8.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Jazz trail by 17. Off the screen. The shot misses. So Vancouver will take it the other way.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And that is good.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Now here is Conley, looking for his first basket still in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And guys, one thing sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams, guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here is Conley. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. There's the pick. There's the triple. And the Jazz, another 3.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And Utah making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Now here is Conley. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. In the corner, it's Hayward. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Vancouver leading by 17. Pass to Papanikolaou. The 3 ball. And that one's good. Papanikolaou's got 6 points.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Now here's Gobert. Feeds to Burks. Jazz passing it around. Hayward's got space. Gobert cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
The pass to Silk. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Silk's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Vancouver running away with it. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And Utah has possession. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. They've got Favors, Conley out there with Kendall Marshall. Then it's Hayward, and it's Randolph in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Passes it to Jawai.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Utah shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Marshall. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Here's Caboclo. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, trailing by 19. Conley kicks to Marshall. There's the triple. Villar with the rebound.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
There's the double team with Randolph. Count that one. Caboclo's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got his 5th rebound in this one. Marshall dishes to Hayward. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Caboclo. Hines the pass to Caboclo. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Vancouver?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And Vancouver with the possession here after the basket by Utah. Six to shoot. Here's Villar. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
2 points, away team.
On defense, Utah. It's an 18-point game. No one covering.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Conley into the lane, and the pass to Marshall. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Silks checked in for Vancouver. Vancouver leading by 19. Here's Caboclo. From the wing. Good. Caboclo's got 8 here in the quarter.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Caboclo. That's good. Caboclo's got 26 points.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
4-on-3 break. Marshall brings the double team. Pass to Caboclo. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Utah. Favors has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Conley. No one near him. No good. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Here's Caboclo. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Randolph kicks to Hayward. Favors dishes to Conley. They double team Conley, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. Bottoms, he's checked in for Vancouver. Shot clock at 6. Burks kicks to Randolph. That is good. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Jazz have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Marshall passes to Burks. On its way from Hayward for 2. And too long on the shot.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Here's Caboclo. Misses the easy stuff.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Vancouver.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And in this era of unparalleled parity, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games. But that's exactly how they finished off their season series tonight against the Jazz.
To the right side. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Silk. From outside the arc, and again it's Vancouver with a three.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out with style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And Marshall kicks to Hayward. Randolph dishes to Marshall. It's deflected. Here's Caboclo. Burks with the steal. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game? He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
He set his teammates up with the tune of 12 assists. He's got such great court vision, and tonight he was seeing the whole court very clearly.
There was nothing they could do.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.